This is Rúna, and you're listening to the Changemakers podcast, where we share tips, insight, tools, and stories from other changemakers designed to motivate you to become the change you want to see in your world. Make sure you join our Changemakers community at runamagnus.com/podcast. And now, this is your time to sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Special 5 minutes tips to change episodes, sponsored by the No More Boxes World Tour. As a human being, you have either placed yourself in a box or you've been placed in a box. We all do this. It might help us to make sense and understand the world. It just does not make any sense for anyone to live in those boxes. The purpose of the No More Boxes Tour is to introduce to a global audience the power, the value, and the impact of a world without boxes. We do that with our No More Boxes breakthrough events, also known as Breakfast Club. Each event is creating a unique and safe space to have non-judgmental and empowering conversation, tackling the most challenging and difficult areas we face in creating a world that is diverse and productive. This is a global movement that is already shaking the world. If you want to see a world that is harnessing people's natural talents, leading to human liberation, peace, and happiness, found out more about the movement, how to set up your own No More Boxes Breakfast Club, or how to sponsor one of those clubs in a global event, please go to www.nomoreboxesmovement.com. And now to our guest today. She is no other than one of our fabulous No More Boxes ambassador. She is the changemaker Bev Hankock from South Africa. Her topic, Ubuntu. I am, and therefore we are. Bev Hankock, you got 5 minutes to share with us how to become the change that you want to see in your world.
Rúna, if there's one thing that I can bring, and I'm coming to London to talk about this, is the whole philosophy of Ubuntu, which is something that is so beautifully, uniquely African. And I believe that done well, this will be the most incredible change in the world. So to understand what Ubuntu is, it's about becoming who I am because of who we are. Another way of saying it is I am who I am because of who you are. And it's the most unbelievable way of exploring a new world together. But what's really stood out for me is that Ubuntu brings together the two parts of us that are so important. It's the I and the we. And in order for me to bring my best self to you, I have to be whole. I have to be fully human. I have to allow you to see me. I have to be transparent. I have to be vulnerable so that I can come to you, and I need to see that in you too. When that happens, then the change becomes exponential and we work on it together.
Mirroring. When I become who I am, I am allowing you to be who you are.
Yes.
And together we can be humans becoming the change that we want to see in this world.
Very much so.
Whoa. When we are all so trapped in all of these boxes, where do we begin?
I think sometimes we need to ask with ourselves just one simple question. Who am I? If I started asking myself that question over and over again, my first set of answers are going to give me the boxes that I'm in. And then as I understand who I am, I need to start asking the question, well, who would I be if I was fully human, if I was fully me, if I was living at my absolute potential and most human? And that for me is what makes the boxes so exciting, because we unpack everybody else's labels and we find the things in those boxes that we want to keep. But we also say, once we've got those, what else do we need to be fully human? And Rúna, what do I need from you to make me even more human? And so we start asking ourselves a series of simple questions. And when we do that, we have this liberation that doesn't rely on somebody else doing something for us to start off with. No government, no boss, no husband, no friend. It starts with us. And then as we become more free, it allows you to become more free. And then the whole process just gets exponential.
So starting by who am I? And writing down all of the labels that come. And from there you can go, so who am I if I didn't have my profession? Who am I if I didn't have my nationality? Who am I if I didn't have my gender? Who am I if I didn't have my sexuality, my faith, my background? And we can go on and on and on and on.
There's a really amazing book that I've worked with actually, funny enough, they are almost boxes because they're personalities and colors. It's called Standing Naked in the Shower. And I think once we've unpacked all of our boxes to a certain extent, we do almost stand naked and say, how do we want to clothe ourselves for this new world we're stepping into?
Yeah.
And it's a really beautiful, nakedness can be very proud. It can also be very scary. When you know that you have the support of the people around you, you have the courage to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And that's how this whole process comes together to make such a magnificent change.
Thank you, Bev, for sharing your 5 minutes tip by using and tapping really into Ubuntu. And I can hear your dog is on that too. He's doing, yes. I am with Bev on this. Thank you for sharing your wisdom. This is profound.
Thank you.
Was this podcast of value for you? I sure hope so. If so, feel free to share the love and give us your generous review on iTunes or Stitcher. And remember that you can always go to runamagnus.com to find out more about the Changemakers and how we can help you drive the change you want to see in your world.